Hello, everyone. So, I got a little slideshow for you. So, I visited some relatives in Morgan's Point at Lake Belton. It's Morgan's Point Resort. And I took the Z8. I took the RX 100 Mark 7, which I think I took 2 shots of. But I used the 28 to 400, and that's what I'm using right now. The pictures were sharp. I did have some focusing problems with that lens, especially when you're looking at the lake. So this is at 28. I believe this is at 400. But look at the bokeh of the water. You know, the fence is sharp. I even got one of the dogs going through the doggy door. So I wanted to show off this lens with the Z8. And you can see the different focal lengths that I've used. Now I use the spot metering mode to get the focusing in. I was having a little difficulty. I had to change the. I didn't have it on animal and bird. I had it on airplane. And when I tried to get the airplane, I couldn't get it. So I forgot I left it on there. And then I changed it to animal. So, and then I took it off of subject tracking. So you'll see that also. You'll see where I messed up. So they had a tornado go through last year, and they finally got their new roof. The water levels are at the right part. It's not dry anymore. The boat slips look great, and the water looked fabulous. And they have a little bird bath for the different type of wildlife. The young deer do go through the fence, and they can drink the water, and the mother deers can jump the fence. This is the 180 to 600. Is that 600 millimeters? And this is manual exposure. Or the manual. So I tried a little bit of that. And then I put in aperture priority to see if it was better. It's a great lens, very stable, and never far away. You can see the expressions on the kids when they were fishing. So there's that 180. So if I wasn't going into the sun, I would. It was behind my back. Now I tried shutter priority. So at either 240, 270, 155, 400, and this is the 100 to 400 now. So I did have a little difficulty with the 100 to 400, focusing on the deer, with the branches. But once I could get an eye, then the Z8 shined. Of course, this is in shutter priority. And they have plenty of grass to eat. It's now springtime, and they look pretty good and healthy. I took a lot of these pictures. Reason why I did was sometimes it may not come out, so I got more choices. But these pictures were kind of sharp, and I just kept them in there. And this is still in shutter priority. It just depends on the shade. Still in 100 to 400. So it was sharp, even looking into the shade. That's the fence that's in out of focus because I was focusing on the people. And they're scrambling back because it's at close to sunset. Now I was trying to get those. I love this. I kept going back to this. I thought this was a fantastic picture of that tree. And I just love that tree. The leaves coming out and then the gold little bulbs to the left of it. I thought that was a pretty nice clash. And I'm still in shutter priority. And that's at 400. So you can see the branches in the front that are blurred out. But look at the bokeh, the bulbs, or I should say the roundness. And I finally propped up that pot. And those are fake flowers. Now, this is where I had a little difficulty with the 28 to 400. Is that 400? And I finally got the deer in focus. And she just stood there. She just moved her head up. And then I tried to get some shots with this lens. And it's just before sunset. And now you can see the sun almost dipping underneath the horizon. And I've noticed that when you start zooming in, kind of like the color was changing. So when I moved back out to, or zoomed back out to 28, and I thought that was a pretty picture right there. You can see the sunset, the orange glow, and I wanted the orange on the lake. That's what I was waiting for. And I kept going back to the spot, just waiting and waiting and waiting. And you can start to see it turn gold. So this is at 28 again. This is at 125, so the lights are starting to come on. So across from where my relatives live, there's a place where the kids can have a swing. They can go down to the beach. On this side of the beach or of the lake, there's the boat slip where most of the people have their boats to go on the lake. And that's it. So what do you think? Did you enjoy it? Let's pick a shot that I like the best. I mean, that's pretty right there. Let's see if I can get a better one. See, that's pretty. I think I like that shot the best, but going back, see, that's a pretty shot right there. I think I'll keep it right there. So, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.